All right, let's talk about something huge. A single decision that can either rocket your company forward or, honestly, send it right into a nosedive. We're talking about hiring, and it's so much more than just filling a seat. It's about betting on your future.
Okay, so imagine this. Your absolute rock star employee, the one who's the glue holding everything together, just walks in and quits. That feeling, that cold panic, it's real. The pressure is on, like immediately. So what do you do next? Seriously, your answer to that question could literally define the future of your business.
You see, when a key person walks out the door, it's not just about an empty desk. It creates this sudden and frankly dangerous leadership vacuum. It can throw your whole team off balance.
This is a moment when your business is incredibly vulnerable. All of a sudden, there's this huge gap in skills, in knowledge, in leadership, and the pressure to fill it, and fill it fast, is just immense. That urgency, that feeling of I need to fix this now, is what pushes so many good leaders toward a really, really bad decision.
And that pressure often leads right into one of the most common pitfalls a business owner can face. We're going to call it the friendship trap.
So what's the easiest path forward? Well, you think of a friend who's looking for work or maybe an old colleague you got along with. It feels like a quick and easy win, right? You get to help someone out, you fill the empty spot super fast. What could possibly go wrong? Well, the problem is that desire to do someone a favor can completely blind you to what the business actually needs.
This right here is the convenience hire, and let me tell you, it is a recipe for disaster. Why? Because this person almost always lacks the specific skills, the hard-won experience, and the deep expertise you need to actually push your business forward. You haven't really solved the problem, you've just created a new, much bigger one.
And this one decision, it can kick off a total downward spiral. The consequences aren't some abstract business school concept. They are real, they are negative, and they ripple through every single part of your company.
I mean, just look at this. The contrast is night and day. The right hire walks in and immediately starts tackling problems, bringing fresh ideas, and just raising the bar for everybody. But the wrong hire? They struggle, they can't adapt, and without the right expertise, they start making decisions that can cost you money, tick off your clients, and drag down the morale of your whole team. The stakes just couldn't be higher.
So how do we avoid falling into this trap? It all starts with a major shift in how you think about hiring, and it's summed up perfectly in this quote from Robert Kiyosaki. You need to employ people who are better than you. This isn't about your ego. This is about your success.
That quote right there is the foundation of what we're calling a talent-first mindset. And getting this philosophy deep into your bones is what separates the businesses that truly thrive from the ones that just kind of get by.
When you adopt this mindset, your goal is no longer just filling a role. Nope, your new goal is to strategically add talent that makes the entire organization smarter and stronger. You're actually looking for people who are amazing at the things you're not so great at. They fill in your gaps and amplify your strengths, taking the whole business to a completely new level. Okay, so that's the philosophy, the big idea. But how do you actually make it happen? Let's break it down into a simple three-part blueprint for success.
First, you have to prioritize the needs of the business over any personal relationship. That means having the discipline to say no to a friend if they aren't the absolute best person for the job. Second, you got to invest in the team you already have. Training and development aren't just costs on a spreadsheet, they are investments that pay off big time. And finally, you have to build a culture of innovation. This is the secret sauce. It's the magnetic force that doesn't just attract the best people, it makes them never want to leave.
So what does a culture like that actually look like? Well, it's a place that gets excited about new ideas. It's a place where people are held accountable, and it's a place that is always pushing to get better. When you build that kind of environment, attracting and, more importantly, keeping top talent stops being a chore. So the big takeaway here is simple, but it's incredibly powerful. When you stop hiring for convenience and you start hiring for talent, when you build a team of people who are even better than you are, that is when you unlock the true potential of your business. That's when you set the stage for real, explosive growth and innovation.
And that brings us to one last thought, a question for you to take with you. Take a hard look at your own organization and ask yourself this: is my team built for growth, or is it just built for comfort? The answer to that question will tell you everything you need to know. Thanks for tuning in.